Alright. It is the final fight. Sekiro. We're gonna beat Ishin and become the Sword Saint forever. Or finally, I should say. I have Sword Stick. For real. It is just a training sword I got from a thing a long time ago. It's made of wood. I just wanted to show that off. Anyway, we're gonna do this for a while, probably. I'm gonna be humble. I'm pretty sure that I'm not gonna beat this anytime soon. It might take until tomorrow, but it's fun. I don't care. It looks like we're all ready. I should do this.
Bakuro. I will restore Ashina to glory.
Still in English. Fine. I didn't even draw Genichiro in the thumbnail. Honestly, he's kind of naked. The only thing I could really draw on him is the bow. Like, Ishin takes the sword, so... Tired. I'm already tired. Gotta get into the swing of things. For a very long time. Okay, let's not do that to him. Let's play normal. Could hit him out of that if I was ready. The only thing I'm really worried about is Ishin's phase 1. If he has an armored move that he'll just decide to do when I try to get behind him and get some big damage in after he does a sweep attack. And I just gotta be ready for it. So the only thing I can really do to be ready is only swing once and then check to see what he does. But the problem is, I think if I wait, check to see what he does, then he does something. So it's like, do I give up my opportunity to do some big damage to him? Or do I swing into it and potentially die? He jumped perfectly out of range.
Yes, that's it.
That's not supposed to happen. It's because we were too close to the wall. He thought I was behind him. He did his back away attack. Nitro's annoying like that. This is a warm-up. I'm doing pretty well, but unfortunately, we're not doing well enough. So this is just a warm-up. This has to just be a warm-up. I could win. There's still a chance, and I shouldn't give up on that, but losing a life at the start is not good. I'm tired. I'm too tired.
I too have a duty that I
I saw him back up, I was like, that's the move he did earlier. Why is he doing that? And it's not the move he did earlier, it just looks like it because it's exactly the same. I'm just tired. I'm not ready. I'm gonna turn this off.
I will restore Ashina to glory.
Might be easier to deflect kill him. So the difference between deflect kill and health bar kill is simply whether or not we jump punish the sweep attack. Because the sweep attacks leave them very vulnerable. So we can do a lot of health bar damage to them, like right there. Okay. But they also do the most posture damage if I jump off of them. It's still not going to be a whole lot, but it is an option. I just get so greedy for that damage. Because the fight lasts so long, you know? Like, I need to get more damage in here. See, because right now if we try to posture kill him, it just won't work. Because he generates posture too quickly. Or regenerates too quickly. So we have to lower their health first. It has to be up until the point where he starts talking about, I will not let Ashina fall, or whatever. Which is about half of his health. As you can see, the Ichimonji actually does a good amount of posture damage. But the fact we have to fight Genichiro, I hate when that happens.
Yes, that's it. Your strength
Is what makes this truly difficult. Because Genichiro just refuses to die. And then Ishin is Ishin. It might actually be better to clash with that final part, just so we can get the Ichimonji part. I like when we do the thing where I make him think that my attack's gonna hit, and we both cancel our attack, but in this moment, when Genichiro initiates, his attacks are really annoying to deal with. It's better when Genichiro does his deflect attacks. The attacks he only does when you force him to hard deflect you, or perfect deflect you. I think it's more of a perfect deflect, but I'm just saying it's easier to deal with his attacks if he does that. For me, anyway. Oh, wait, I knew that. I'm so tired. That's not good. His posture bar is not going down as fast. It still is, it's just not going down as fast. See, normally we just get a stab there. I think a double Ichimonji is better. So if we let his flurry attack go through, then I should deflect the final part. Double Ichimonji is what I would have gotten if I interrupted it anyway. So I guess that is a good idea. Not this time. Getting too close to that cliff. We can also think about how to punish to move him away from the walls. The big problem with that is simply when he does his bow attack. And he starts jumping around and letting you hit him. And when he does this sweep attack. Because the sweep attack has him go, like, completely around you. I'm not ready. Posture bar filling up makes me feel like it's time to deflect kill him. See when he does that.
I will not allow Ashina to be crushed.
Yeah, it's time. Alright, so whenever he does a sweep, I have to jump off of him. Except this, I messed up. I'm supposed to jump off that. I guess I could hit him, it's just... Posture kill seems more feasible. Got it. Sometimes he doesn't choose. He chooses not to deflect your jump attack, and he just armors through it. So you gotta be careful. Man, the health bar and the posture bar do look very similar. Like, in length right now. I'm still not sure. Uh-oh. See, he gives us way more opportunities to hit him, either way. I missed the jump off. Ideally, we would have 3 resurrections for the Ishin part, but if I can get there, I can get there, you know? If I can get there, I can win. There's a chance. I'd rather take the chance at this point. Like, we gotta play practically perfect anyway. What's a little bit of leeway gone? Hate when he does that. Manage. Not this time, I don't feel like it. Having to change the way I do things is hard. See, that builds up his posture to do the Ichimonji. Having something to my left is okay. Having something to my right is not okay. Because if he does his thrust attack, then I can't punish it and I have to deflect it. If there's something to my right. If he's against the wall like this, he starts acting weird. That's not good either. Can't see!
I too have a duty that I must uphold. Farewell.
I hesitated. I couldn't see and I thought, oh, what's he doing? Oh no. It's just so annoying when the camera is against the wall. Because usually you have, like, this tiny bit of time to confirm that's the attack that's happening.
I will restore Ashina to glory.
But there's all these trees, and there's, like, there's these plants. What are they? There's a little divot in the ground. There's a wall. It's just when the camera and everything looks wrong, it just doesn't make sense. We need to stay away from the walls. The problem is, if I back away from Genichiro, he shoots me with his bow. And the bow, because it's a projectile, has variable timing. So deflecting it is really hard. The hard thing about this is that first we fight Genichiro, who's not difficult, but he just refuses to die. So it's very easy to make a mistake, because he's also got a lot of variables, like that, where I accidentally don't push both the buttons at the same time. And you have to be ready when he uses his bow attack. Instead of getting a big deflect, you interrupt his attack and have to keep attacking because it's still your turn. When he dashes through your attack and completely disregards it because he can do that. When he jumps in the air and it looks exactly like some of his other attacks. When he gets against a wall and suddenly it's like... He's just annoying. There's so many things. Like, he just doesn't care. When he winds up a thrust attack, it's like, oh, but which thrust attack? When you're too far away and he does a different wake up because you're close to a wall or something, you gotta figure out, is it sweep? Is it the flurry? Is it his unique sweep-looking attack? This one? Which goes into a thrust, which you then have to dodge and punish? Or deflect because you're against the wall? Is it his backup with the bow into the big open void mortal draw attack? Which you have to then thrust? Is he like stuck against the wall so his attack doesn't work? And then that happens, and now you're like, well, it's a good thing it didn't hit me? Like, oh, there's so many things to think about. It's like, oh, this tree's not a problem, look how thin it is. We don't have to deal with it. And then that happens, and it's just annoying. It's just when you have to fight stuff for so long, you start finding, like, issues like that. Is he gonna approach me after I get pushed back like that so that I can't do the perfect distance attack? Like this? Or is he gonna attack towards me and then I have to hurry up, otherwise I'm going to die? Or is he just gonna stand there so I attempt to do the perfect distance so that I can hit him even though he's facing me? Because I did it at the perfect distance so that I walk into range to hit him. And then it's like, what do I do? Do I just keep swinging, or do I recollect myself so that I can be ready for what he does next? Do I interrupt this attack, or do I let him do the whole thing so that I can also get one more deflect off of it? Like, do I jump off of this attack, or do I do the Ichimonji? Do I back up a little bit so that I don't have to deal with Genichiro being in all these flowers that I can't see through? That was silly. I'd like to back up a little bit so I don't have to deal with all these flowers. Am I ready for him to do that attack so I can hit him out of it? Too close to the wall. I'm gonna try to push him away. Nope. Like, no, I'm going to be next to the wall. I'm gonna do sweep attacks so that we don't go anywhere.
Not allow Ashina to be crushed.
It's too late. Your name is Ashina. Isn't it? I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be, but it probably is, right? Oh, my bad. I don't know how naming conventions work. Or other places. And honestly, you just get to choose anyway, so it's like... He's related to Ishin. Ishin is Ishin Ashina, so Genichiro could be Genichiro Ashina. Right? Like, that's how it works. Unless they hate each other, in which case he probably doesn't use the name. But he doesn't seem to hate Ishin. And then also he's a grandchild, so it's like, okay, maybe he's related to Tomoe. And he decided, oh, I like Tomoe's name more. He's probably not. Or maybe it's like he trained under Tomoe. So he decided, I'm gonna call myself after her. See how that just happens? Like, nothing was even wrong there. We weren't even close to a wall. Hey, Dennis. Oh, come on. Am I doing? I don't know. I'm tired. Too early. I just know that I gotta do this all day or I'm not gonna get it done. I just feel like it's time to do this. Also, it's a weekend, and normally I work on the weekend, but we don't have these sites available right now. So I have to wait. This is technically more damage than if I just interrupted. Because I can get a swing in as he tries to do the attack, and then back away. and then deflect the final one, dodge the stab, and then Ichimonji him there. Oh well. I'm getting nervous. I can't do that. I'm just gonna go for the health bar kill and not worry about the deflect kill because I have to be consistent. Not optimal, just consistent. I need to be careful about that. Sometimes it'll miss, like it did earlier, if I'm not careful. That was scary. Pretty soon. I guess he is gonna die from the deflect. Well, he's gonna get Ichimonji'd and then die, but... Posture bar. Water!
In the end,
He's got the stab.
I was powerless.
Okay, bye.
Count Sekiro.
Okay. Boop, 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 pop. Boop, 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 pop. Boop, boop, pop. Boop, 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 pop. Boop, 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 pop. Boop, boop. Okay. Boop, whoop. Boop, 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 boop. Pop. Beep. Boop, boop, boop. Pop. Woo. Boop, boop, pop. Beep. Boop, boop. Pop. Boop, boop, pop. Boop, pop. Boop. Beep. Boop, boop, pop. Boop. Boop. Boop, boop, pop. Boop. Beep. Boop, pop. Okay. Boop. Ooh. Boop, boop, pop. Boop. Ah. Boop, boop, pop. Boop. Ooh. Boop, boop, boop. Beep. Boop, pop. Beep. Boop, pop. Beep. Boop, pop. Boop. 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 Whoop. 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 Ooh. Ah. Whoop. Boop. Pop. Boop. Boop. Pop. Okay. Boop. Whee. Boop. Boop. Pop. Okay. Boop. Wee. Boop. 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 Pop. Boop. Wee. Boop. 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 Pop. Beep. Boop. Pop. Beep. Whoa. Boop. Pop. Okay. Boop. Wee. Boop. Boop. Pop. Boop. beep. Boop, bop, boop, bop, bam. Pow. Boosh. Boop, boop. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Boop, boop, bop, beep. Boop, boop, bop. Whoop, wee. Boop, 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 bop, beep. Boop, bop, beep. Boop, bop, beep. I need to breathe. Boop, bop, boop. Boop, boop, bop, boop, beep. Bop. I wouldn't say this part is hard. It's just, it's constant. You have to keep going. I guess I can go left. Whew, that felt a little too soon, but okay. I'll take it. I need a break. I'm not gonna get one. We can get more swings there, but if I try to do that, then he's gonna do the armored sweep attack. Well, it's not a sweep, but he zooms. And he's armored, and I don't want that. Because I have to deflect it or I die. And it's already more damage to do 2 swings instead of a jump attack. So that's pretty good. Sometimes we get 3. I feel like I'm going too fast. I need to slow down. You hit him a third time earlier. But he's zoomed behind me. Wasn't close enough. Remember, consistent is better than optimal. We could do jump offs right here, but we need to be consistent. Turns around so fast. My eyes are not working. Oh, I need a break. I would like a break. I'm always a little worried when we're fighting around the rock. Oh, I need a break. I keep feeling like I'm gonna mess up the timing on the Dragon Flash. Come on, Ishin, go to phase 2, come on! Oh man, how do I fight phase 2? My hands are sweaty. Everything I'm doing right now is muscle memory. Take a moment. My eyes are clouding. I can't focus. I'm just on autopilot and I just left everything to muscle memory. It worked. But this is the hard part. Okay, how do we fight this part? It's okay to run away. We have to punish whenever he jumps back. When he jumps back and does the armored forward sweep, we need to look out for it, but we also need to punish it. We dodge into the attack And then we use the fire. And I forget if it's safe to attack him after I hit him with the fire. Probably not. And, getting behind him isn't a good idea. Using the full charge isn't a good idea, and it never has been. And we may not set him on fire enough times to lower his health enough, which is just gonna happen. Do not use Ichimonji, we can get rid of it now. Wait, do I? I think I could hit him out of his big sweep attack with Ichimonji. But then I have to not do the follow-up. But I'm pretty sure I could do that. Yeah. Yeah, we can. We should hold on to that. Okay, And the gun is the gun. It's gonna chip me away unless I move out of the way to dodge it. And when he's using the gun anyway, there's gonna be a stab follow-up, which I should not ever deal with. Oh wait, is it the stab? He might do the big, slow overhead. I think it depends. Whatever he feels like. And the best... Oh, that's right. This is when we get behind him, is whenever he does his jump towards you slam. Then I dodge, and I'm behind him now. And I need to be careful, because he can just decide to ignore whatever I do and punish it. He can just decide, I've got hyper armor, I don't care that you're hitting me. So we can't ever do a follow-up on that. We have to wait to see what he does. Okay.
Now my blood boils. Take me, Sekiro.
And that's annoying. Well, time to go. Let's see if we can do this. I'm gonna back away so that I can do this. No thanks. No thanks. Let's see what he does. Guess we set him on fire. Backing away. Luckily there's a rock there. I'm gonna do this, because I can. I forgot, I can't do that! I told myself you can't do that! But do I listen? No. Why would I listen? He missed! Have to back off. Not feeling like it. Nope, you're getting on fire. Damn it, no! I should be okay. Alright, he's backed away too many times. He was too close to the cliff. We're too close to this rock. Ah! Go away. Go away? Okay. I'm gonna need a pellet. Damn it, no! I couldn't feint!
Hesitation.
The attack already went through. That's what I get. I pushed the button to feint, but the attack already went through. That's my fault. We're gonna need more resurrection juice. Yeah, I was not ready. I was not ready. That's the hard part. Because Ishin can just say no to anything you do whenever he feels like it. Right, this is not gonna work. Has to be here. At any moment, Ishin can be like, it's my turn. Oh. So because that guy exists, it seems as though Sekiro killing everyone is not canon. Because you can kill that guy at any point once you get here. But he always comes back. Which is, you know, it makes sense for the other guys, but the other guys are just like, they don't talk. I guess it can be said for any of the eavesdrop moments, really. This is not canon for Sekiro to kill everybody. A little more. Okay, that's good enough. We don't need to fill it up because we only need 2 resurrections and most of... Because we're going to kill 2 bosses before we get to the 3rd resurrection, so... I'm not ready. Feels like I'm not ready. I can do it. It's just, it takes so long and it requires just constant... any mistake is just death.
Restore Ashina to glory.
I have to slow down now. Keeps jumping. It's so distracting. Nitro's so much slower than Ishin. He's so slow. In my way, Genichiro. Move over. I'm busy. I gotta go fight Ishin. You're not even in the way in the Gauntlet of Strength. I mean, you're there, but like, you're not. There's a moment to rest in between the Ishin part and the Genichiro part. He keeps jumping, and I think for some reason, oh, it's time to Ichimonji. I need to not. Oh, it's because of this. Because he jumps to the right. When he jumps to the right, it looks like when he runs to the right. And I think, oh, I gotta interrupt that. So slow. Where you go? I hate when he does that.
Yes,
He
that's
just walks away.
Strength.
because he's too close to something and he's trying to, like, realign so that things, I don't know. Genichiro's just so annoying. He's just here entirely so you're tired for the Ishin fight. Like, he even says that. He's like, yes, waste your strength. He's like, if he kills you, fine. But, like, if not, well, his plan is to get Ishin back in here, and then Ishin kicks your butt, and you're tired. And Ishin's like, yeah, tough luck, anyway. Of course he is. He's like, yeah, this is a pretty good idea. I'm gonna go through with it. You remember what I taught you? Is that Kuro over there? Did we just pass by Kuro? Yep, there's Kuro. Don't worry, he's immortal. Sort of. I actually didn't think Kuro's body was here. Did we find Genichiro's body in Ishin's phases? And I had to remember how to fight Ishin Phase 2. And then I messed up on the things that I told myself not to do. I did 2 Ichimonjis. We were doing really well up to then, too. Like, dang. Now we gotta do it again. It's just how it is. This fight's hard. I mean, Genichiro's not hard, but Ishin is hard. Just because Ishin does not follow... But he follows all the rules, but he does not let you punish him for free. Like, you can do everything properly, but Ishin will say, yes, that's correct, however... That's what it feels like. I really shouldn't have done that. I'm so out of it.
The duty that I must uphold. Farewell.
Oh, the fight just goes on too long. Like, there's no point where I'm safe. I have to constantly deflect things.
I will restore Ashina to glory.
I just have to wait, and I don't like that. Like, with Genichiro, I have to wait. With Ishin, I have to just go. It never used to be a problem for me to see through these plants. I don't know what the deal is, but they're really getting in the way this time. I'm pretty sure it's just my eyes. My eyes have just started to just not be as good. Or maybe they're too good now. Maybe I'm focusing too hard. And I can see everything, when before I couldn't. Could be that. He really likes that attack. So done with this.
Yes, that's it.
Genichiro is so slow. Just go already. Not even moving the direction stick. Okay, now I have to. I mean, I guess I don't have to. Now I do. Actually, you do dodge without pushing the directional stick. I guess I don't have to. The annoying thing about Genichiro is, like I said earlier, that he just won't die, but like, he keeps trying to steal your turn. Like, he'll just go through whatever you're doing whenever he feels like it. Like right there, he decided, nope, I'm doing a sweep. I don't care if you hit me. Man. Oh. Oh, right, for the past couple of days, I don't know what it is, but I just felt very much like I needed to do PvP. So I've been invading people a lot. I tested out Dark Souls 3 Seamless Co-op. The first 2 groups of players I invaded, one of them was, I think, 3 people? I don't remember if there was a 3 people. But there was a 4 group, a group of 4 players. And they ran all the way back to the bonfire in the Irithyll area. But not like the Pontiff area, the Irithyll area. They went all the way back to the Church of Yorshka bonfire. And they were in the like sewer area. So like they could have just stopped at the profane capital, or the bonfire that leads to the jail. But for some reason they went all the way back to Yorshka's, the Church of Yorshka. And I just like, I don't remember if 3 of them were using Chameleon, but I know 2 of them were using Chameleon. They were disguised as statues. I think it was 3 of them, because there was a 4th one, and the 4th one was backing away, trying to get me to like get flanked by 3 people. And I didn't notice right away, but I knew that they were trying to get me to do something, and I knew that there was 4 of them. So I knew that if I like chase after this guy, I'm just gonna walk into a trap. So of course I didn't do that. That's a bad idea. And then I noticed after a while that they were disguised. So like if they immediately jumped me, it would have worked. But I just would have backed away, and that would have been that. But yeah, I didn't notice right away. I killed them. They're dead. Seamless co-op on Dark Souls 3 still follows the rule of only one person gets to be like close to you. At least one person has to be close to your level. And you invade based on that at least one person. So all of them could be your level. But only one of them has to be. So, like, it's very possible that none of the other ones were like level 70. But they didn't have a lot of health. They had some good equipment though. And it is Dark Souls 3, so I feel like they're probably at least level 50. And Dark Souls 3 lets you have like 1,000 hit points very quickly. And it's not like Elden Ring where weapons do 1,000 points of damage all the time. It's more like I can maybe do 600 damage if I optimize properly. And that's with 2 attacks. And I'd have to be like very optimized for damage. And even then it's like maybe. At least like not fully upgraded. So that makes me feel like they're just stupid, right? They didn't have 1,000 hit points. And they're in Irithyll already, and like they were not doing a whole lot of damage to me. And like I guess they don't have to be embered? Maybe that's part of it? But Dark Souls 3 also forces you to get embered whenever you kill a boss, so I don't know. I guess they could have lost it? And I know that sometimes I sell embers, I don't... It's just... Someone complained in Elden Ring Seamless Co-op when I forget, I think I was watching Oro. And I don't know if it was really a complaint. No, it was a complaint. They were like, we don't get rune arcs as often. Like, the invader always has rune arcs. Like, yeah, you get rune arcs from invading. And they're like, so I tell them, you should invade to get rune arcs. They're like, I don't want to invade. And I'm like, well, there's your problem. And then I started thinking, well, I mean, seamless co-op is more fair as I continue to ignore the fact that it's still at least a 2v1, right? And they're refusing to do the way to get rune arcs. Which, they did have a point. You used to get rune arcs for helping people against bosses. So there is that. And I guess that's why I was relenting. That, hey, that is true. They don't have a way to get rune arcs unless they do PvP. Or they farm, like, Banished Knights or Rats. So there is that. But I don't know. I feel like it's still fair. It's just... I don't want it to be fair, is what I think it is. Good intro takes so long. I did turn my brain off. Alright, hard part?
Sekiro.
Okay. Like, I don't think it really matters. It's just... it's more complaints. Like, oh, we have to actually deal with this thing now? Like, you have good stuff? You're not, like, at a disadvantage as much anymore? That's not fair. What about me? Why don't I have that? Like, well, because you didn't go get it, and I did. So, like, go get it. Well, I'm supposed to get it from doing this thing. It's like, well, you don't anymore. You gotta do it like this, or you gotta farm it. So either get to doing PvP, or you don't get to have a rune arc. I don't know. Like, it's still 2v1 for me, and you could have a rune arc, so... is it really unfair? Like, I don't know. I, wanting to fight hard, like, fights, difficult opponents, and being insane, or crazy. I don't know if I'm insane. Is this insanity? Trying to do the same thing over and over? I would be insane. At what point does practice become insanity, is what I'm thinking. Like, you do something over and over to get better at it. Right? So, I guess it's more, no, like, to get better at it, yeah, so... that's insane, isn't it? Like, you have to do it a whole lot. So if you do it a whole lot, then eventually you're gonna expect to get better at it, which is like a change, which is what insanity is. So, like, you have to be insane. You don't get to not be insane. Because if you aren't going to get better, it's like, I guess that's the idea of, like, people who say, well, I don't want to do art because then I'd have to practice a whole lot because they don't want to be insane. I don't like people. People are annoying. I like Ishin though. Ishin isn't stupid. Look at this guy, he's kicking my butt. He came back from the dead because his grandson was like, hey, I need you to take over as now immortal so that the Ashina Empire, like, is this an empire? I guess it's a dynasty? I don't know. So that we do not fall And at first, Ishin's like, you're stupid. And then this happens, and now Ishin's like, huh, you know what? I think I will do that. If only because I get to fight this guy again. Like, if you're thinking about it, it could just be because he wants to fight Sekiro. Or Wolf. Whatever you want to call him. Could be because he wants to fight him. It could be because, either way. Good fight, or return as immortal ruler. At the peak of my ability? With a cool new sword. That doesn't sound so bad, actually. Okay, I don't know. Is he doing this just because he wants to fight Sekiro? Or is he doing it because he's like, you know what, this is a pretty good idea? Or is he just going along with it? He's like, it's what Genichiro wanted. Genichiro's my grandkid. I don't hate him that much. Like, this is a pretty good gift. I might as well accept it. But you know what, Sekiro? It turns out I have to destroy you now. No hard feelings, just don't hesitate, okay? Like, I want this fight. Like, don't hold back on me just because, like, we drank sake together. That's what I like about Ishin. He's like, he just goes with things. Is what it seems. But, well, it's not that he just goes with things. It's that he's so good at fighting now, and it's like... He was just a farmer before, from what I understand? I mean, I guess he didn't have to be. It could be that he was part of the group that was the farmers, right? And it just so happens that, oh, this is a great opportunity for me to get into my real passion of being really good with a sword. Then you gotta think, like, Ishin is a leader. He probably knows tactics. Like, he probably led people. And then after that, he just had fun. He's like, ah, that was fun. Anyway, I'm gonna drink sake and pass out. Like, he's a good guy. He killed a lot of people. Undeniably, Ishin has killed a lot of people. I did it. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I messed up. I got away with it, but I messed up for sure. My leg is cramping. But Ishin was also old, so I feel like... Or, well, he wasn't... Was he old? I don't know if he's old, but... I mean, he has a grandkid. Could be at least, like, 40 something. But he's dying of a disease. He probably doesn't care. He's like, oh, whatever. Like, sure, Genichiro, you can have this katana. But you can have the open void if you can get it. And then Genichiro goes, of course I will. Like, sweet, nice. Good to know that my bloodline isn't terrible. Probably what he's thinking. Well, then he died, but... Probably because he felt like he can leave things up to Sekiro. Like, if you think about it, Ishin doesn't die until you accomplish your objective of getting the Dragon's Tear. I feel like he was kind of holding out. Which he probably wasn't. It's probably coincidental to an extent. I'm just saying he probably felt relieved. And now he's back! And he's like, sweet! But you know, Sekiro, I like you so much. Let's have one final sparring lesson. It's either you or me. There's no room for both of us. This Kuro's related to Ishin too, isn't it? I did this once already, I don't need to do it again. That's what I feel right now, I'm just like, oh yeah, of course I'm winning. Like, I did it already. I just gotta do it again. Whatever. Like, oh, I was complaining last time that this was like a constant fight? Whatever, I wanted that. I'm ready now. That's why I'm here. To fight Ishin. Of course, I'm having fun now. Wow, that was close. I don't really have much else to talk about. Let me see if I can remember some more of the invasions I did. Because I didn't just play Dark Souls 3. I wanted to play Dark Souls 3 seamless, because I wanted to see if the invasions were better. But as I was describing, they kind of weren't. Like, it was just filled with people who play Dark Souls 3, right? Like, maybe not good players. A lot of them tried to parry my, my Ultra Greatsword, my Cathedral Knight Greatsword, two-handed, and you can't do that, so... Like, 4 different people, sometimes the same ones, tried to parry my Ultra Greatsword R1s. I'm getting a little off. I'm running out of steam. And then there were moments like that where people would back away just super far just for like... Okay, let's let him do his thing. Time for fire. Oh, okay. Okay. I should back away. If he backs away, I should back away. Oh, okay, I got away with it. I have to let him... It's his turn when I hit him with Ichimochi. It's not my turn, it's his turn. It's his turn, it's not my turn. Now it's my turn. Oops. I deflected it. I'm the best. We knew that already. That's the last one? Yeah. Okay. My turn. I hesitated. It's okay. He didn't kill me. Because of the angle. Fire. Oh, you big meanie. He does that. It's okay though. We can punish him now. Ready. What's it gonna do? I'm ready. I'm ready. 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 Gun. No? Okay. Expect. I'm ready. Good thing I interrupted that. Good thing I was ready for that. Ishin's turn. Let's go over here. Give me a second. My leg is like cramping. Not comfortable. Sitting too long. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Shoes out of here. Okay. My turn. Almost out of fire. Oh, okay. We have to do most of the rest of it the hard way. It was just inevitable. Let's not be close to that wall. You can always dash and then block. Hey, Ishin. Oh! Okay, my turn. I'm gonna not fight you next to a cliff, even though it's probably okay. Get you out of that, because I can. Deflect that, because I can. Not fight that, because I don't have to. Hi, Ishin. No thanks. Ah, he shot me! That was so slow. I'd like it if this tree wasn't here. I'm gonna run off and heal. Because I got shot. Ah, he stabbed me! I can't see. This small group of plants is just blocking me perfectly. My turn. I will let you have this. Because I'm too close to that rock. Feel safe. My turn. No. No big wind attack. I can't let you do that, Ishin. Because I know that I don't have to. No. Can't back away from me, Ishin. It's my turn. No, you can't back away from me, Ishin. However, if you would like to now, we are too close to the wall, or the cliffside. So it's okay if we back away. Alright, that was a little late, but I got away. That was so slow. My turn. Oh, I didn't punish that? No, no big wind attack. I don't like this either. Okay. I stopped my dash and I managed to deflect anyway. I didn't mean to stop my dash. Just to say. Done. No. Okay. Ouch. No, no big wind move. I don't like this one either. Oh, that was close. No thanks. No thanks. Yeah, do that. If I'm fast enough, I can do a stab there, but I have to do it, like, really carefully. I'm gonna let you do that because we're close to a wall. Give me a second. Whew. Staying gameplay, yeah. I'm winning. I'm gonna win this time. Sorry, Ichin, but it's my turn to be the Sword Saint. Been the Sword Saint for long enough. It's my turn. I'm the Sword Saint now. Ouch. Go away. Do your thing and go. Okay. What do you mean you deflected that? It was my turn. Ishin just likes to steal your turn like an Ichiro does in this phase. And then, of course, the gun. But he also has, like, moments where you can actually punish him, like in Ichiro. Hey, Kuro! I'm not confident. My hands are sweating. Ah, he shot me! Resurrection. I'm gonna back off. I shouldn't do that. He started heading towards me. Okay, now it's okay. No. fight when I'm ready. Sorry, Ishii. I'm not confident. If he backs away like that, it ruins my confidence. Because he can just decide to do an armored move. I'm not looking at his health bar. Oh, come on! I dodged it! No! I even recognized it. I did that properly. Come on! That's not fair. That's not fair. I did that. I started thinking way too much, but I did that properly. I've done that before. I don't know, it just didn't work this time. I was thinking about how I could use the Divine Confetti to increase my damage. I was gonna do it, but I just... too much happening. Started thinking too much, and then I just messed up, I guess. I don't know. I don't feel like I messed up, but I guess I messed up. Ouch. If we feel like it, we can do this. Like damage boost. Like do that, sit down, do this. Do this. It's not gonna last for very long, but we can do this.
I will restore Ashina to glory.
Ishin's phase 2 is like the Kenichiro fight, where he just doesn't die, and he has a lot of things he can do to just stop whatever you're doing. But he's more consistent, because he will try to do his back away attack all the time. It doesn't have any mix, and it's just when you go through it, it makes the fight so much easier. But it's still really hard. Do not be here next to this wall. You're gonna start getting weird. And I don't like that. It's okay if it's on the left. Ah, he did the thing where I get mixed up. If he jumps to the right and shoots and tries to shoot the bow, I think that he's doing the sweep where he runs to the right and does the sweep where he runs back to the left. And so I try to Ichimonji it. Let's not do the attack thing. I kind of want to use the Divine Confetti, though.
I will restore Ashina to glory.
He's just so slow. All we gotta do is get to phase 3 of Ishin. Once we do that, we kill him with lightning, and then we're done. Because if we don't do that, it's gonna take as long as it would take to fight phase 3. Or to phase, yeah, Ishin's phase 2, which is phase 3 of the whole fight. But now he also does a lightning attack that I have to dodge. And we don't have any more fire. I'm tired. He's so slow it makes me tired. And I start doing things I'm not supposed to. Because I'm like, ah. My brain is not here for this. Like, wake me up when we get back to Ishin. I guess I'll talk more about what happened, over the past couple of days. I noticed on YouTube, someone took their vote off for what was happening for the next Cross Souls. Because it used to say 4 and then it said 5. Or it used to say 5 and then it said 4. Now, though, I think it says 6. So, or, like, more than that. The people watched and they saw that. They're like, oh, cool. And then they voted. And now it's a tie with heavy weapons and shield poke. When before, shield poke was winning. Which is fine. Whatever people want. And the rule is whichever one's higher up on the list, whether it's a tie. Like, if it's a tie, whichever one's higher up on the list is the one that we do. So if heavy weapons is tied with shield poke, then we're gonna use heaviest weapon. I have a feeling that shield poke's gonna be hard for me, because it's a very passive playstyle. And I don't think it'll be very good for invading, at least not against groups of people. But heavy weapons, they do a lot of damage, so all you really have to do is hit someone once. But also, I don't really know what the heaviest weapons are. I've been assuming that in Dark Souls 3, I'm going to be using Leto's hammer, because I've been wanting to do that. And I've been looking forward to doing that. We can use it in honorable mentions, like anything that I feel like using that I haven't used yet. And I'm not remembering whether I used the Hunter's Axe in Halberds. In Cross Souls Halberds. I think I did, but I don't remember. So we're gonna have to... I'm gonna go back and watch that at some point. I need to remember to do that. So I tried out Dark Souls 3 Seamless Co-op, and as I said, it wasn't awesome. It's still just Dark Souls 3, but now, you know, you get to be embered as an invader. Everyone else has the ability to be embered, but I guess they don't have to be. And everyone has all their heals, which made me be like, oh, I'm OP now, because in Dark Souls 3, the way that I play is as a Terminator. Like, no matter what someone does, if they don't kill me while I'm there, like, close to them, then I fully recover using, like, regeneration and medium heal, like, and chimes. So chimes have this built-in weapon art that heals you for like 600 hit points, I think. Maybe not 600, but it heals you a lot. And then that stacks with blessed infusion weapons and like the Elkhorn. Is it Elkhorn? There's a shield that's like, no matter its upgrade, will always heal you for 2 hit points. And I actually think there's 2 of them, but one of them is a drop, so like a rare drop, and the other one, what? No, it's not, it's just lying around. But one of them's in the dragon area, and the other one's in the snow area. So depending on whether you feel like running through the church and just going into the snow area and running over and picking that up, or you want to just go into the normal game and just play, I don't know. It can be easier to get one than the other. And typically I find it easier to get the DLC one, the Snowfield. It also has 100% block for physical damage, while the other one, which is a great shield by the way, does not. Which, okay, whatever. It's actually still not that great, even as a normal shield, or even though it has 100% block, because it's a normal shield. But using it as a shield's not the point, so because it's a normal shield and not a great shield, that means it's lighter. And since it's lighter, and also it has weapon art as its weapon art, as in it uses your main hand weapon art, it's a little bit better. Just a little bit, though. Because the other one's still a great shield. It has Shield Bash, and Shield Bash, I believe, like in Elden Ring, should allow you to win any trade. Which isn't awesome, especially since it doesn't have 100% physical block. But it also doesn't really need to, since you can use magic shield on it. And then that just doesn't matter anymore. At least for a little while. Because magic shield doesn't last very long. Burp. And anyway, something I found out about seamless co-op for Dark Souls 3 is you can put on your covenant when you're invading, right? Because there's like a whole bunch of covenants. And it'll change what phantom color you have. Like it does in the arena. Except there's like some custom colors for some of them. So like, there's Way of the Blue, Blue Sentinel, and Dark Moonblade. And technically in-game, like Blue Sentinels and Dark Moonblades do have a different shade of blue. But Way of the Blue, I don't think it did. Unless it did in the arena, and I didn't know that. But anyway, you turn blue as an invader, but you're still like a normal invader. So that's cool, especially for my Frost-themed build, who can now be blue. And I also think it's silly that you are blue as an invader, because Dark Souls 3 is the one that took that away from them. So I do like that. Also, you can get proof of a Concord kept like that, but it doesn't give you that every time. And then, of course, there's no blue phantoms. At least I don't think so. Because Seamless Co-op doesn't have blue phantoms in Elden Ring, and I guess implementing that would require you to, like, be able to randomly summon people for help, which is not really how the mod is supposed to work, but then we can have, like, random summons for invading, technically. Like, they're not summoning, but, like, you can just turn that off. And that's probably why. That makes me think, like, well, if you have invasion, why don't you have random help? And it's not like I want that, because I would much rather have a fairer-ish invasion against stronger opponents. Which is why I'm, like, unrelentingly beating people up. I guess, because I want to have stronger opponents who are not, like, stupid meta crazy. Like, I want it to just be fun. Like, imagine if Ishin had, poison and... I'm not really sure. I want to say armor for poise, but then I'm like, wait, he armors everything anyway. And then I want to say, well, iframes, and he, like, dodged a lot, and then it's like, well, he kind of does that too, and then I don't know. And we could say, what if Ishin only did a couple of attacks? Yes. He also only does a couple of attacks. Technically. Like, he has more, but he doesn't do them because I keep forcing him not to. Right, so I said that the blue phantoms all get their own, like, shade of blue, and that's cool, and you can be an invader but blue. But the Aldrich Covenant and the Watchdog Covenant have their own colors now. I don't remember the Aldrich one that well, but the Watchdog one was all gray. You look like a shade from Dark Souls 2, so, like, you were dark gray, like, not white. And for some reason, they also changed the Way of Sun, the Sun Heirs Covenant. It's not red and yellow, it's more just, like, Elden Ring color. It's like bronze. I'm not sure about it. Like, I'm not sure how to feel about it. And I forgot to check what happens when you don't wear a Covenant. Oh, and Spears of the Church have their own color, too. I think it was a little green? I don't remember. It looked interesting, and I'm pretty sure it was a little bit green. It wasn't like Ouroboros green, that's for sure. Sorry, I'm distracting myself. That's why I'm talking. I'm like, well, we're not there yet, so whatever. And I played Dark Souls 2. And, oh yeah, the reason I was playing Dark Souls 3 was actually because of the sorcery build I used for cross... Oh, I forgot he has a follow-up. The sorcery build I had for Dark Souls 3 wasn't up to par. See, that's the attack I've been trying not to let happen. So I optimized it a little bit more. But, I don't remember exactly what I did. Oh, I remember. I switched the weapons because it had a dagger and a shield. I was like, what's the shield for? Like, I know it's for parrying, but I'm not parrying anyone because I'm scared, so... I feel like this isn't such a great idea. So I swapped it out for a crystal rapier and a crystal mail breaker. Because the mail breaker has a better moveset than the dagger. And then the rapier can still parry, but it's also a pretty good weapon. So honestly, I could switch that off if I felt like it. Put that in the main hand. And then I experimented with other rings. Because the idea is that I hide and then I like blast someone with Soul Stream. And I looked at my notes, which are on Mugen Monkey, on the build. And apparently they say that if you have the Obscuring Ring on and the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring, which might also work with Spook, then it actually hides your buff effects from everyone. So, like, normally when you just use the Obscuring Ring, everyone can see your buff effects. But if you also have the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring, then they can't. So, that's 2 ring slots, and we can't do that. That's a lot of our damage getting taken off if I do that. But I was experimenting with taking off the Sage Ring +2. It's like, the cast speed... not very necessary when you already are, like, sniping from really far away. Like, it's very helpful. I found that out. It's very more helpful because, like, most of the areas you can't really snipe people. So, it's much better to have, like, fast cast speed so that you can actually do something that everyone else on their physical build can do already. And then I experimented with a couple of different spells, and I took, what's it called, Pestilent Mist. I took Pestilent Mist off, and I equipped Baron Flash Sword and Soul Great Sword, and so we still have Soul Stream, Crystal Soul Mass, or Homing Crystal Soul Mass, and I think we also got to keep the Great Soul Arrow, but I'm not sure about using that one. It's just, I thought about putting on Deep Soul, like Great Deep Soul, because Great Deep Soul has slower movement and better homing. Pretty useful. There's this interesting combo you can do in Dark Souls 3 with the like Great Deep Soul and Lightning Arrow. Or Crystal Soul Mass, anything really. Because you can hold Lightning Arrow, and Lightning Arrow comes out very quickly, right? So what you do is, once your spell, your other spell, lands, you combo with the Lightning Arrow, because they're stunned. So you can make sure that from range, if they don't dodge that, you get him with Lightning Arrow. But the problem is, like, why would they get hit by the first spell? You could force them to get hit by Soul Mass. That one's way more likely, but it doesn't have as much hit stun. Is the problem. Because I'm talking about Dark Souls, my mind imagined me doing a Dark Souls dodge right there. And that almost messed me up. I was like, what? Why? Like, wait, that's not right. What's up? Alright. Okay. And then... yeah, so that build, putting the numbers into the calculator says that I can't increase the staff scaling over 234. At least not... maybe if I had, like, a lot more investment into intelligence. The thing is, though, we already have 61 intelligence, and I checked. If we lower it down to 60, it actually goes down by 1 point. So that's not so bad, because that's, like, as high as we go without worrying about it. And then, I had points left over, because I took 3 points out of attunement, and I thought, I don't know where to put these. I put them into health. It's a glass cannon build, but now it has a tiny bit more health, which is like to say it has 50, maybe 80 more hit points, which is substantial in Dark Souls 3. Pretty substantial in Dark Souls 3, so... and then I kept wondering, why is my crystal weapon actually better than this raw infused weapon? And I realized, oh, the Crown of Dusk is increasing the magic damage of the crystal infused weapon. Right. Almost messed that up. I'm getting a little impatient. Oh, I fell on him. That means no punish. Right, the crystal infusion wouldn't be better if I didn't have the Crown of Dusk on. But because I do, that means it's actually a good idea. Especially since if I get a backstab or a riposte, it would probably do a lot more damage than just raw infuse. I am still wondering though, like, should I use the Mailbreaker? Because the Rapier is pretty... like, it's got its own tricks, and I don't know. The Rapier might be a little bit better. Also, the build only has 7 strength, so that kind of takes away its options for what weapons I could use.
Now my blood boils. Face me, Sekiro.
The tree got rid of my lock-on! I should back off. I need to stand up. This chair is not as good as my new chair. Me wonder how I dealt with this before. How did I go on sitting in this chair for so long? It's probably just the way that I sit now is different. Back off. Because he's gonna do that, yeah. And then the stab, and I could run in there, but why? Why don't I just punish when he does that? I'm gonna back off, he's gonna shoot. But he didn't shoot. Not go. Oh, thanks. Ah, he shot me. Kill it. Yum. Fire. He backs off, let him. He pulls out a gun, shoot first. I managed to faint. We have to deflect that. That's what I'm gonna start treating that as. We have to deflect. I can't lock on! okay. Mate, be... Yep. I'm dead. Oh. Key guard broke me with the gun. Not done yet. That sucks. Now I can't set him on fire. If he backs away, we have to let him. Oh, my cat. Dude. Ooh. Oh. My cat. Gotta let him in. Oh, he's turned around. Too close to the wall. Fighting here is not so great. I'll get a couple more of these. I'll only get one more of these, really. Bit. Oh, he was in the air when he caught on fire, so we don't get to stun him. Oh, I messed up. Ah. Dude, what is it? Lock on lost. Oh, come on. Lock on lost! Dude! Oh, both the cats are here. Hey. Hey, dude. Hello. Yes, I'm in here. We'll just go in like this, whatever.
I will restore Ashina to glory.
I just don't know what to talk about. I was talking about the build I was trying to make better. Not a whole lot you can do with just 7 points of strength. I can bump that up to 10. Take away the health. Ah, I'm tired. Oh, my hand. My hand's hurt. I pushed the button after it hit me. So, what was I talking about? Weapons. I can bump up the strength to 10, and then I can use some more weapons. We've got, 7 to 10 strength and 12 dexterity. I guess we could have a scimitar. The thing is, though, like, a scimitar is just... It's really good, but it's a two-handed weapon.
I will restore Ashina to glory.
It increased my dexterity by 1, I can use a scimitar. But, like, it requires you to be aggressive. And I guess that, like, glass cannon scimitar wouldn't be so bad, you know? Like, the reason, comparing it to my Dark Souls 1 version of the Glass Cannon Mage build with max cast speed, which is the same level, but doesn't use up a ring slot to get the max cast speed, it simply has 45 dexterity. I think the issue with that is simply that I don't have as much attunement, because I don't need it, because I don't need the FP. And then I don't have, I don't have as much intelligence because I don't need it. Because I want the max cast speed, right? So we've got 45 dexterity and I think just 40 intelligence on that one, the Dark Souls 1 version. But in Dark Souls 3, you got all these ring slots. One of them just gets you the dexterity for cast speed. And then the other 3 increase your damage. And then you barely have as much damage as we have. If you maybe have as much damage as we had in the Dark Souls 1 version. I would say we don't. Dark Souls 1 Glass Cannon is much better. But the thing is, we had a claw on that one. Because it was fun. There was no other reason other than, oh, claw is fun. Because you can roll around and it looks cool. And nobody uses it. And we can still kick people. Like, it shouldn't come up, but we can kick people with the claw. Instead of, like, a katana or... Well, the strength is also a problem. I believe the sorcerer starts with the lowest strength in Dark Souls 1 as well. So we have to think about a weapon that's light enough. And I guess I could use a rapier. The thing is, though, it's just boring. The claw's more fun. And we want to blast them with the magic more than hit them with the sword, the weapon, anyway. So that's where the idea comes from, is like, I don't want to hit them with the weapon. The weapon is just there for fun. But in Dark Souls 3, you can't really do that. Because Dark Souls 3 magic sucks. Requires way more investment for much less benefit. He's being weird because we're next to the wall. And the thing is, though, like, they took away the dexterity requirement for cast speed because of the Sage Ring. And yet, it doesn't matter. Because the magic just doesn't do enough damage. Because, like, you'll run out, everyone will just dodge it because rolls are stronger in Dark Souls 3. Because stamina. And then spells take stamina in Dark Souls 3 now compared to Dark Souls 1. So you, the spellcaster, who doesn't have points to put into stamina because you need 60 int for max damage, instead of 40, have to wear rings, 4 rings, just so that it does get, like, good damage. Pyromancy guy doing just fine not doing that, by the way. For some reason, Pyromancy doesn't care. And it could be related to the idea of, like, lower investment for higher... But because it scales off of 2 stats, right? And the idea of Pyromancy not requiring any sort of investment into either int or strength, or faith normally. So that's why it's still good even at, like, without all the rings. Which, to be fair, I still have the Great Swamp Ring on, the plus 20, I believe it is. Which is crazy, like, plus 20 and plus 12% more damage is not enough. while in Elden Ring, like, it's plus 12 and plus 8%, and you don't even need them. Like, it's just very confusing. I think it's because in Dark Souls 3, like, the defense formula is exactly the same as it is in Elden Ring, but the health is half. Like, as an invader, it's even worse, because you don't even get that much in Elden Ring, like... Because in Dark Souls 3...
Not allow Ashina to be
I went the
crushed.
wrong way. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to for some reason.
Yes, that's it. Your strength.
Also, he talked at that moment, and that threw me off. It's just something that happens. And I was looking at my health, I was like, I should heal that, and I'm like trying to think. There's just too many things. And my ear's going out because there's a fan over there, and I'm like facing it. And your ear, your eye, and your nose are all connected, so that's messing up my eyes, I think. Complaints. Just complaining. Right, so in Dark Souls 1, they don't give you as much health. Or they give you more health than in Dark Souls 1. Or Dark Souls 3. Because Dark Souls 3 takes away some of your health, since the host will always have 30% more health than everyone else. Because of how the Ember works. At least the normal way. In Seamless, this doesn't matter. But I didn't test the build in Seamless. Now that I think about it. I was still using Wex Dust for that. Because I wanted to compare invasions from Seamless and normal Dark Souls 3. There were more people in Seamless. They played exactly the same. So it didn't matter. I forget if I had a co-invader. I think I did, but I don't know if that was seamless or not, actually. I think I shouldn't have done that, but I got away with it, so who cares? I'm so just out of it.
I too have a duty that I must uphold. Farewell.
I'm just trying to think for some reason. I'm supposed to just blather. I didn't test the magic build in Seamless, because I didn't think it would be a good idea, but also that build kind of sucks. So Soul Greatsword and Fair and Flash Sword are supposed to be the ways that I do stuff with the magic build. And I can't think of what other spell I could use instead of, like, Fair and Flash Sword. Because Old Moonlight actually isn't very effective for this idea. Soul Greatsword is much better, because Soul Greatsword goes farther, like as a melee. Also, I don't like Farron Dart in Dark Souls 3. Like, Swift Glintstone Shard in Elden Ring is really good, but Farron Dart sucks. Like, it's just not fast enough, and it doesn't do enough. Which, it really shouldn't do all that much, but it's just not fast enough. Like, the whole draw of it is not there. And it has no homing. At least, it has barely any homing. Doesn't go all that far comparatively to like Great Soul. Great Soul arrow. So maybe I need to use it more, but my opinion has been that I don't like it. It's also not much cheaper. It's like 3 or 4 FP, while Great Soul Arrow is 7. Well, he did the thing. Too close to the wall. And I thought, oh, I'll swing at him because we're kind of close. And he thinks, oh, now I'm close enough. Ear is bothering me. I'm tired. I'm so
I will
tired.
restore Ashina to glory.
I'm not really sure what other spell I could use to fill that spot. Because I need something that can be used as an attack. Like, as a normal attack. And I feel like Fair and Flash Sword isn't really it, but like, Fair and Flash Sword gives me a good running and rolling attack. If I use it like that, first off, I wouldn't need max cast speed for that. And second off, I don't know. The thing is, like, it doesn't really matter. Because most people in Dark Souls 3 use something with hyper armor. You know, like an Ultra Great Sword. And when people do that, like, you just don't get to play. Like, it's never your turn. Unless you're very fast and you can afford to apply pressure. Which we can't. Because the thing about Ultra Great Swords is, if they can swing 5 times, then they can choose not to swing more than twice. And then also they made it so in Dark Souls 3, I forget if it was a thing in Dark Souls 2, I think it was, but Ultra Great Swords also hit behind themselves. Which they don't in Elden Ring, which is interesting to think about, like, now. Because I never really thought about that. I was like, oh yeah, when I was playing Dark Souls 3, that I have to watch out for that as I tried to roll back steps somewhat. And I did it very poorly. And I forget what I was trying to say. Soul Great Sword is the best option because it reaches pretty far and it stuns people through a lot of things, but most importantly, it reaches pretty far. And it stuns for much longer than Fair and Flash Sword does. Because that's the other problem, is like, Fair and Flash Sword doesn't stun for very long. It'll interrupt what they're doing, but most people just mash, right? And as a glass cannon, if someone's just mashing, there's nothing I can do about that. Also, we could technically fit Tears of Denial on the build. The problem is that then I'd have to take some spells off so that I could fit Tears of Denial on there, and I don't want to do that. Although technically we could take points out of there and put them into, like, dexterity, I guess, and then, like, we'd have a free ring slot now, but the problem was also that we only have three free levels, that's what it is. Put wherever I feel like. And we have exactly 7 faith. We can get up to 10. So then we have to equip the Faith Boost. And we wouldn't have to do that if I took Attunement away, but if I take Attunement away, Tears of Denial costs 2 spell slots and 100 FP. Like, we'd have less FP, we'd have fewer spell slots. Because right now we have 40 Attunement. And in Dark Souls 1, I'm pretty sure I have 23 Attunement. So yeah, despite not needing to have the Dexterity level, all it's really done is made it so I can't have this also be a Dex build. Is what's happened with the introduction of the Sage Ring. Like, if you think about it, it's just taken away my ability to do something. And also, Dark Souls 2 was the first one to make it so spells took stamina. Dark Souls 1 didn't have that. Demon Souls didn't have that. So, like, if we're comparing Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3, like, this is just worse for magic. Like, why did they take that from Dark Souls 2? Oh, the same reason they took blue sentinels being helpful. Like, allies. I'm tired. I couldn't see through the grass, I think.
That's it. Your strength.
You got me. You're so annoying, Genichiro. You just gotta fly all over the place. You can't just, like, fight. That's not good. He's gonna shoot me. Oh. That's because I healed. Oh. What am I thinking? Right, the cast speed thing. And then, like, the damage is just not there in Dark Souls 3. Like, you could potentially get some big damage. But then they also made it so stabs need to be upgraded, which, to be fair, was a problem in Dark Souls 1 only because of the Ulasil catalyst. The Ulasil Ivory catalyst, which didn't have scaling and was always the same power level no matter what. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they made it so also... Like, in the one where they made weapon level matchmaking, they also made it not only that spell builds now have to invest harder into attunement in order to be able to use spells as many times as they could in Dark Souls 1. Not only do they have to invest harder into intelligence in order to do as much, well, not even close to as much damage as in Dark Souls 1. They also made it so that because of that, so that they don't also have to still invest into dexterity, they made a ring so you can bypass the dexterity boost to your spellcasting speed, which inadvertently takes away your dexterity, so you can't be a dexterity build and a magic build at the same time without spending more points. I don't know. And it's not like Dark Souls 1 didn't also have you use the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring so that you do more damage, right? And the Crown of Dusk. And then you could also have the Red Tearstone Ring, like we do. And then also there's the Dust Crown Ring. I think there's a version of that in Dark Souls 3, but I don't remember how good it was. I don't know why I'm not using it. I can't remember. Like, is there a Dust Crown Ring equivalent in Dark Souls 3? For some reason I can't remember that. There is, right? Because I know there's a tin crystallization catalyst equivalent. And I know there's all this other Ulasil-related dust stuff. It must just be like the Dust Crown Ring again. But I just don't remember it. And then there's the Magic Clutch Ring, which is a thing from Dark Souls 2, but it gets heavily nerfed. It is more damage, though. And I've thought about using it instead of the Sage Ring Clips, too. But it also gets nerfed in PvP. I don't know why they did that. Dark Souls 3, for some reason, whenever something was working, they nerfed it. Which, to be fair, some of those things were like instant kill true combos. And a couple of those were literally infinite combos. So, like, I can't blame them too much. For some of those. But for other ones, like the Sellsword Twin Blade, which, to be fair, the Sellsword Twin Blades are really good. And they're still really good. And they've been nerfed like 3 times, so... Like, there's things where, like, it's more about the fundamental idea than the numerical idea. Like, as you can see, I can beat Sekiro multiple times at the highest difficulty just because I can avoid all damage by deflecting properly. Like, that was the point. Is like, I feel like I could do this. And then I did. I was like, I could probably do this at the highest difficulty. And now we did. So it's like, rolls in Souls games are fundamentally important to the structure of the game. Messing with the rolls messes everything up. We saw this in Dark Souls 2 with adaptability. We saw this in Elden Ring when they changed, or not Elden Ring, in Dark Souls 3 when they made it so that it takes less stamina to roll. There's also a thing in Bloodborne. Bloodborne actually allows you to roll the most number of times. I'm pretty sure. Limit Breakers did a video on that. And what else? Ouch. They changed magic attunement. They keep changing the luck stat.
Count Sekiro.
They keep changing poise, which to be fair, like, poise kind of needs to be changed. It's not really in a good spot. It never has been. It's just, part of it is, like, fundamentally, what do you do? Like I'm saying, like, attacks do damage. So if attacks do enough damage, your health reaches 0. The way they do that is what makes them better than other attacks. And then there's, like, different moments. Like Ichimonji, I'm using because it interrupts other attacks. People use Dark Souls 3 curved swords, you know, the Pontiff Knight curved sword, because it's incredibly fast. It has the best range of a curved sword. And then they use the Split Leaf Greatsword because it's a DLC weapon and it doesn't have its poise nerfed as much as other halberds, I think. They might have fixed that one when the Ring City came out. It could also be because of the Infinite, or just the fact that it has a 3-hit combo, is a halberd, and reaches really far. It could just be that. I just remember someone showing me a video of, like, people playing Dark Souls 3 seriously. One guy was using the Pontiff Knight curved sword, the other guy was using the split leaf, and the only thing I could keep thinking was that obviously the Pontiff Knight curved sword guy is better and is going to win. And they did. But the problem with Dark Souls 3 is that in invasions, you know, like, the host gets twice as many heals as you. Like, even if you have the better setup, you're at a disadvantage no matter what. And, like, disregarding the fact they could have summons. They have 30% more health, and they have twice as many heals. And if you think about it, like, sure, you could say, oh, you're not pressuring them enough, they shouldn't be able to get a heal. What if they have perseverance? Right? Like, what if they just do that and they heal in your face? What if, whenever they get 70% health, they back away, they just run? Like, they do not do anything until they're back at 100%. Like, what if they play passively? Like, disregard that Blue Phantoms could show up. What if they play passively and they're on a regen build? Or, like, I mean, you have regen too, and sure, it puts us back at neutral, but that's the point. Is it forces you to undo all of the work you just did. And you can do that too, but it's easier for them to get you to 50% than it is for you to get them to 50%. Like, it's easier for them to one-shot you with a parry. Like, no matter what, if they're playing a build that's like, not even optimal, but like good enough that it's about as good as your build, despite your build being, like, heavily optimized. Let's say they're, like, 20 levels higher than you, and also they have 30% more health, and twice as many heals. And their weapon is upgraded 2 points higher than yours. And if they feel like it, just going through the level, they can get heals back. Like, not even with cheating. Just, there's a natural mechanic in Dark Souls 3 that allows the host to regain heals just by killing certain enemies. Which, you know, that's not too important, but, like, it is a thing. It is possible. Like, their friend could be going around killing stuff while you fight the host. And as they kill things, it gives them another heal. And you could do enough damage to prevent the host from just being able to heal in front of you. Because that's what my glass cannon builds do, is if someone just ignores the fact that I just did 800 damage to them, and they heal, then I hit them for 800 damage again. You can only heal, I think, 720 health if you have the Essence ring on. So that means you're now down in heals. Which reminds me, I should get that ring for all my builds. This is the most important part of Dark Souls 3, is being able to survive and be a Terminator and, like, heal back up. Run away, heal back up. That's just being able to do that allows you to win. Even though the opponent has tons of phantoms coming in and twice as many heals. Oh, that was scary. And even though they could do all the things you do, the fact that you can go back to neutral and then keep fighting is the most important thing. For both sides, is what I'm saying. I feel like some people would write you off right there. They'd be like, okay, you lost the first round. Like, that's it. That's all you get. Like, no, this is an invasion. It's still going. Like, you have to kill me. I have to kill you. The only thing... Like, if you just ran away and got to the fog wall, which is the biggest problem, there's nothing I can do about it. Because we move the same speed. And I just have to hope that the enemies can stop you. Which they can't. But to be fair, some of them can. Like, some of them are pretty good at that. But if someone just used, like, perseverance and walked through literally everything, like, you can't do anything about that. You could never do anything about that. You can't do anything about it in Elden Ring, you can't do it about in Dark Souls 3. Which is why people started swapping to different weapons, because they had to. You know, like, there are some where it's like, okay, this is my fun weapon that I use to beat people up, and it does a good amount of damage and the build is optimized for it. But this is my Pontiff Knight Curved Sword, which I swap to when they're low health and not letting me hit them. And then they swap to their Murky Hand Scythe, and then you swap to your Murky Hand Scythe, and then you swap to your Perseverance Cestus, and then they just run away, and no one's really playing at that point. It's just like, no one wants to lose, and no one has to lose, so... Why are we playing this game again? Which is why I had the idea in Elden Ring. Oh man. Ishin, man. He just keeps going. I had the idea in Elden Ring, finally, that you can inflict poison on them, and then they have to deal with the poison. Like, no matter what they do, the poison is gonna get them. It's slowly chipping them away. Being mean, Ishin. I know it's because we're close to this wall, but like, It's because we're close to the cliff. That was close. It's just this spot. This spot makes the bosses act different. That's why I did a playthrough of Elden Ring during my first playthrough, where I only used magic. Because I wanted to see, can we use magic as like only magic for the whole game? Because I know other people get away with it, but they don't do pure magic. They use a weapon when they run out most of the time. Or they have their friend helping them out, and they're just playing a magic build. Or, you know, they don't level their health, and they build wrong, which is what I did, because I wanted it to work, and maybe they want it to work too. Who knows? I don't know. Everyone's always upset when we fight, you know? They're not willing to talk with me when I ask them questions. Because I try sometimes. Like, what level are you? And they're like, oh, I'm level, like, 107. I'm like, dang, I'm only level, like, 70. Like, that's why, I see. That was weird, but that. Oh, we don't have any more resurrection juice, so that sucks, but we'll see how that matters.
Oh, my blood boy!
It's like, it will matter.
Sekiro.
Hey, don't worry, we're not going to be here for very long. We're going to move over here now. I think it's gun time? Oh. Okay, then. We're too close to this.
Hesitation is defeat.
I can't do that. I can't do that. People going crazy in the living room now. Yeah, we're gonna have to get more juice. It wouldn't have helped too much there, it was way too early. But yeah, I'm definitely burning out. I'm just trying to distract myself so that I can push through it. It's obviously we can force the build to work, and like that's my favorite part of Souls games is you can just do what you want, even if it's not a good idea. We can tell people, like, don't do this, don't do that, but they're not gonna listen to you. And I don't expect them to, but I'd like them to, so that they're, like, tougher. But the thing is, like, you can't just tell someone not to do something and expect them not to do it, because, like, they want to do it, and they don't know why not yet. They gotta, like, make their mistake. It's annoying when so many people make the same mistake. Wanting the same thing, probably. And, like, nothing is done about it. Because what Elden Ring did was, it did make a bunch of spells, not a couple. It made some spells cheaper. Which is cool, but it wasn't, like, substantial. And Elden Ring got rid of the need to level Mind, or Attunement. In Elden Ring it would be Mind. Because they just gave you your spell slots for free. So now it's like you don't even need to level your Mind. Just annoying. So yeah, the magic build's really hard to do anything with. I need a weapon that... Maybe a spear would be a good idea. Because, like, we need range. So, like, if I could have a spear, that'd be a good idea. There's the Yorshka's spear, but, like, I don't want that. I want a longer spear, or one that's, like... It's kind of long, because I don't want a pike. Because pike is gonna be slower. Could look into that. A lot of the spell-casting weapons in Dark Souls 3 also require faith, which means that you essentially cannot use them on a magic build. A glass cannon magic build, designed specifically so you can actually kill people with just magic. Yeah. I did get a couple of Soulstream snipes, though. That was nice. Oh, and, yeah, I guess we're done talking about that. I'm just mostly thinking, like, what weapon should I use? One with range. Oh, a spear. That's a good idea. Also, whips are terrible. And weirdly enough, there were some people using whips that I invaded. And I looked at them funny, I was like, why? Oh, he turned around. Whips are absolutely awful in Dark Souls 3. Like, they have their place with the weapon art, but, like, other than the weapon art, they don't combo, their attacks are the exact same speed, or at least very close. So, like, they lack the combo. Their weapon art combos, if you do it raw, which it's also pretty fast. Which, by the way, whips are really slow. They're just terrible. They don't have any bonus effects. Like, the biggest effect you could do is put poison on it. And I had the idea of using the Thorn Whip. Thorned Whip, I think it is. And I infused it with poison, because I thought this is going to take a while, we need to do something. And the poison did more damage than the whip did. Like, it was just better. I could have just used the Spotted Whip. I think I didn't have the stats for it, or I just didn't care to go get it. So I was like, whatever, I'll just grab one real quick. But yeah, that was awful. One of the ways I actually beat someone with the whip in Dark Souls 3 in the Cross Souls for whips was by pushing them off the cliff with the weapon art. And they immediately disconnected. We don't need to get this. We can just go now. So yeah, whips are not good. I think the biggest issue is simply like the strength requirement. Because we can't have more than 10 strength on the magic build. And we don't have more than 12 dexterity. So it's like, either I level the strength, or we don't. We try to get something out of the dexterity, which can only go up to 15, which means we can't use a katana. I think I can use the normal spear, though.
To glory.
I think a spear is going to be the right idea. I'm wondering what other options I have. Because axes and maces and all that are strength, so we can't do that. We could do something that technically requires up to 15 strength, because we can two-hand. But, that's not a lot of options. That's why the mail breaker was an option, but like the more I think about it, the more I'm like, range is a better idea. We can't really use hyper armor. And I thought about using Cestus, because Cestus are just better, because they have perseverance, right? And you can use them for rushdown, and they do blunt damage, and you could parry with it in the offhand. Like, it's a good idea. I'm thinking maybe Spear and a Cestus. That's probably a good idea. So then in Dark Souls 2, I was just a menace. I was just invading people. But I was also working on my builds, because I was invading on my Pallydan build. Because my Pallydan build's not awesome, because I can't get the damage on the Lois Greatsword to be significant. And the R1s of that weapon, for some reason, are not as good as Greatsword R1s. So, like, the R2 is the real sell point, and you're supposed to bait people into getting hit by the R2. And I think I was just warming up, but yeah, I wasn't doing super well. So now it has an offhand longsword, and I gave it more adaptability. So now it has 105, which apparently that's as much you need to get to 13 iframes on your rolls, which is apparently the number of iframes you can have in, or you will have in all the other games, or at least I don't know in some of them. I don't know. Normally I'm fine with 12, but I thought, why not? So I started thinking about, like, getting my builds to that point. And I started trying out other weapons that I could use on that build. And the longsword was just too heavy at first, so I started messing around with it. And so that led to the idea. So, because most of my builds start as a bandit. So bandit class has no attunement, like 2 attunement, and 1 intelligence. In order to stay like level 200, I took off all of the attunement, and I equipped the Southern Ritual Band +2, which gives me 3 spell slots, which is all that I ever really need. And so I have 3 Great Heal Excerpts. And then I experimented a little bit using dual wielding, and it worked. It was fun, but I didn't really like that the build was turning away from using the Lois Greatsword. So I ended up taking off the Shodel, and then I put on the Chime of Screams, which is something that I use to boost my faith, so that I don't have to level my faith, so that I can use Great Heal Excerpt. Because the Chime of Screams increases your faith based on how low your faith is. So if I was a different class, we could probably get away with even less. Because it boosts it by +7 while I'm at level 8 in faith. So if something has 7 faith, which is... okay.
Yes, that's it.
That was just my fault, I don't know. People got home and I think I'm distracted, but still. So I've got 7... there must be like 7 faith on one of the other stats. One of the other classes, so... I'm thinking I could get away with even less than that, but considering that the bandit class has 1 intelligence, I feel like it's the best for getting away with no intelligence. It's still not important, like what level you are in Dark Souls 2, it just feels right to set yourself to a limit. Otherwise, I could probably level up a couple more times without getting outside of my soul memory tier of 4.9 million. Like, 1 less than 5 million is the tier. So... the Chime of Screams, when combined with a second chime, like the Clerk's Sacred Chime, will allow you to get away with not leveling your faith, so that you can still use everything you need to use without spending as much on that. Which is only really important if you don't want to use Warmth, which I definitely do not want to use Warmth. Because Warmth can be stolen from you, and I don't like that. It also heals you very slowly. But it takes as much time to cast. So it's like, yes, Warmth exists. Warmth's very useful because you don't have to put any investment into it, except for attunement. And it gives you 4 casts. It's like, it's really good, I understand. Here's a more optimal and more complicated way to do that, that allows you to get away with not sharing. Because if you think about it, sharing is sometimes a good thing. Like if you got a co-invader, or you want to heal the PvE. which you could do with Great Heal, but Great Heal requires 25 faith. Well, 28 faith, but usually we spice it down to 25. Because Golden Vow is 25, so people get enough attunement for Golden Vow and Great Heal. Because Golden Vow is very strong. And then I'm remembering a video I watched where it talked about how defense in Dark Souls 2 works, and how the Ring of Steel Protection in PvE actually gives you a % defense bonus compared to what it displays as, where it's just like a boost to your defense. And it's only physical, and not a lot of enemies... I think not a lot of enemies use elemental, or use just physical, considering like Belstat uses dark, Lysandra uses dark, the Throne Watcher and Defender use lightning and magic, Aldia uses fire. Raim uses dark and fire at the same time. Ilana uses dark and fire at the same time. Sin uses fire because it's a dragon, but to be fair, it does a lot of physical attacks. Vendrick technically has some dark on him. All the bosses you think to use it on are done already. Like the last giant. If anything, you use it on the Giant Lord, but like people farm that guy. The Giant Lord is easy. People farm that guy. I guess, no, you can't use it against the Ancient Dragon because it uses fire. You can still use it, it's just... the fire is the problem, so... I don't recommend that. Maybe the Seaman of the what's it called? Demon of Song. Sorry, so many people have called it the Seaman of Dong that I just can't hear it any other way now. So it's funny, I guess. So that's how I remember it. Not this time. Stop rotating. No, I guess not. I don't know if the Demon of Song has, like, magic property to its projectile attack that it can do. A little bit more. Oh, and I remember what I wanted to talk about for Dark Souls 2. The invasions I did. I found that... Oh, you just...
I too have a duty that
He
I
fires
must
3!
uphold. Farewell.
I was ready for the 1, but I've never seen that attack before. Yes. That's the problem with Ichimonji. You can't stop.
I will
It's either do the
restore
double or
Ashina
you
to
don't
glory.
get to. Okay. I already watched those. I don't need that. Yeah, the pillows. I watched everything except for the sheet. No, yes. That's why I put it... Yeah. Wait, give me that. No. This is. I got that out of the dryer already. You got it. Yeah. That's okay. I had already done it. It's okay. Wash those clothes that were in there. Okay. Like, I wash the rest of the bed, and then it's like, oh, this part's dirty. It's like, okay, yes, I do need to clean that. And then I had already cleaned it, and now... Didn't tell anyone. Because it happened yesterday at night. I already watched it. So, for Dark Souls 2, the thing I wanted to talk was that Blue Acolyte was not randomizing. It still works, as opposed to before where it wasn't working, but it does not randomize. Again, which, to be fair, I assume that since that's still not working like 100%, it must be difficult to set that up. But I must say that the way that it's been working for me, because I've been testing since I've invaded a lot, it invades the area you're in, and then it moves to Forest of the Fallen Giants, and then it moves to Brightstone Cove Sladora. Except, maybe it's based on, like, where you are in the list. Because when I invaded in the DLC areas, it went to... Like, it never invaded in the DLC areas unless I was in the DLC area. And it never invaded in the Iron Keep, ever. Not a single time did it invade in the Iron Keep. Except, I guess, during Cross Souls. What's confusing me? It's like, why is it not working all the time? Because I definitely invaded that guy using Wex Dust. The current version of Wex Dust. But then, later, and I think I talked about it during the Mace invasions. No, actually, I had to move around. Remember, I was like, we're getting some of the same invasions. I'm going to the Dragon Place. Because I want the Dragon Place. So, like, when I invade, it's just Forest of the Fallen Giants, Lost Bastille, and Brightstone Cove Sladora. Which must be really annoying for the people farming there, because there's a lot of people farming in Brightstone Cove Sladora for Sunlight Metals. For a little bit, I was like, I don't want to fight them, I'm just going to leave, but then I'm like, I keep invading them, I'm just going to kill them. The thing was, like, I was just leaving from this one guy, but when I saw their name a third time, and I tried to kill them, it turns out they were hiding. That was a sort of tough fight. This fight's definitely not going to be as hard as the Demon of Hatred. Because the Demon of Hatred, I had to do the whole thing the hard way. Except, you know, the part I did with the poison. But even then, like, you still have to do the fight, because it's only going to do, like, half of it for you. Because inflicting poison's hard. It's just once I beat the Demon of Hatred during this challenge, I felt like I was done. And also that I needed to chill. That's why we waited until now. I felt like, that took a lot out of me. He's gotta do his cool moves. I haven't been doing that just because I don't care. I haven't been doing it against Ishin because I don't want him to do his move that he's only done once that I was like, that's the move I've been trying not to let him do. But Genichiro doesn't have one of those.
Not allow
His
Ashina
AI
to
is getting
crushed.
messed up. This is where we're at. Oh, relaxing too much. Right, so other than the Lois Greatsword build, I've been trying to work on, I work on all my builds. I never feel like they're done. I feel like they're at good points, but then I run into someone who can, like, deal with the things I have, like, finally. And then I try to upgrade from there. That's why I like running into tough opponents. But not all the time, because I need to experiment. There is this magic build I have in Dark Souls 3 that I really like. It's the Hazel Pick build. So, like, it's not a pure magic build. So I can't say that it's, like, fitting for the video. Which, to be fair, in the Pyromancy one, I used the Demon's Scar. So it would have been fine if I did that. And used the Hazel Pick. I just didn't. Because I didn't want to make the build on PC. Which reminds me, I need to check my Elden Ring PC builds. Because I think I only have 9 builds. because I can't remember my 10th build, if I have one. So I need to check what builds do I have, because I keep thinking up to 9 different builds, and I cannot remember what the 10th one would be. Because it feels like I have all my spots filled. Because for the Elden Ring part of Cross-Soul sorceries, I kept thinking I have a level 167 build that is essentially a pure mage, which is the Cosmic Pallydan build, which is supposed to be like the Bloodborne version. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I hate when he pulls the bow out in neutral.
Your strength.
It's so hard to deal with him when he pulls out the bow in neutral. So if I have, like, another slot... Oh, can you not do that? Damn, okay. Mitro's not happy anymore. Man. I'm getting tired. I don't want to have the same thing happen from before. There we go. I'm tired. Oh, we've been going for almost 4 hours. That's about my limit.
Sekiro.
That's a rare start he does, where he does the sweep. And I got greedy and I hit him. I shouldn't have done that. He has his posture bar, doesn't go down very quickly. Even though his health is really high. That's why this is the fight you want to keep pressuring all the time. But we gotta lower his health anyway. Because he will regain posture during some attacks. It's not a whole lot, but he does. And any amount is a problem. That's why we gotta get him to like half first. Like right here. See him get posture back while I run up behind him. See? And there isn't anything I can really do about that without getting hit by the Dragon Flash. That fire. I can see the sparks, I guess. Something just whizzed by the camera, it's bothering me. Everything's bothering me, I'm focusing too much. I don't feel like I'm focusing too much. I don't know. There goes the posture. I keep thinking he'll dodge. Sometimes I think, like, when I walk up to hit him, he's gonna dodge it. That's the hard part. The Ishin Ashina fight instead of the Saint Sword Ishin fight. The hard part is he'll dodge your attack when you just walk up and swing at him. And sometimes he'll dodge when you do a jump off attack. It's always nice when I get a single swing as he backs away. We're getting too close to this cliff. I don't want to be here. Ishin never really moves around all that much compared to Genichiro in Phase 1. In Phase 2 he sure does, but... in this one, he kind of stays where he's at. So it's not as often that we get close to a wall like this. Or a cliff. Which is essentially the same thing. Oh, I watched that in slow motion. I feel bleh. That hurt for some reason. Successfully gotten away from there. Now I'd like to get away from this tree. The best time to reorient Ishin is when he's doing his sweep. Because you have plenty of time to like walk at an angle up to him. You can do it a little bit here, but then you miss out on damage. Oh, I fell on him. I'd like to beat him today, I just don't expect to. Like, I feel like I could, but I'm not expecting it. Like, I'm fully prepared to fight him tomorrow. Well, I want to, anyway. I wouldn't say I'm fully prepared, I'd say I just... if I have to... I guess his health is low enough now. Still, consistency, you know? Jumping off of him here would be better, but consistency is more important. You need to do the same thing every time. Otherwise, it's gonna jumble up my brain. wondering why Ishin's robes are, like, flowing. Like, why isn't it just a shirt? Also, where did they come from? I'm guessing this is simply what he was wearing when he was in his prime. Because Genichiro's open void thing is supposed to bring him back in his prime. So this is just what he looked like. He had the helmet and everything. Not that it really matters for Genichiro because he's dead, but like... I'm just thinking about the helmet coming out of the neck thing. If I was more confident, I could just swing once and deflect his follow-up and do that for a long time to posture kill him right now. But I'm not confident. I need to be consistent. We need to do the same thing every time. So that it becomes muscle memory. And I don't have to think about it. Let's try a bit harder this time. I'd like to think I was trying pretty hard before, but like, let's try a little bit harder. Because I kept backing myself against the wall, or the cliff. I don't have to do that, I can get farther away. I don't have to get good enough, I can get comfortable. There is something that could technically happen. Where Ishin knows that his next attack will get him guard broken. So he doesn't do it. Oh.
Now my blood boils. Haste me, Sekiro.
Fire. You're no fun. Now I can't do my fire. I have to do it again. Oh, that was close. He was gonna do it again. Here I thought I was trying a little bit harder this time. It doesn't feel like it. A good thing he landed before he caught on fire. He backs away, let him. But after that, it's my turn. He probably is gonna want to shoot. Now I can't count on him doing the jump after the gun. He's gonna be on fire now. Can't let you do that. Okay, he backed off. What's left? Fire time. Backed off. Fire. Still my turn. Oh, nothing more fire. Not gonna have as much fire this time. Like fire damage. Getting away. Gun? No. Okay. 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 Nope. Nope, time to go. Gun? Gun, no. Okay. Fire. Oh, well. I blocked it, so that's good. Hey, DM Neko. I'm gonna beat Ishin with the highest difficulty. No one can stop me except for Ishin, who has stopped me a few times now. Go when I'm ready. Gun? No gun, okay. Damn it. I deflected it. Gun! I'll punish it. Oh, come on, man. Oh, it's hard to be ready for these. It's so slow. I can't be doing that. I don't like this. Do I have any more dragon tears? I do. I'm gonna use it. I like that. Did I deflect that properly? I didn't take any chip damage. Cool. Not close enough. Slow. I couldn't dodge it. I thought I had time. But my follow-up to that is so slow. Please stop doing this attack. Rock. Rock scary. Oh, attack slow. No. Can't let you do that, Ishin. Attack too slow. Ah!
Hesitation is
It's so slow. Everything is working against me. I've taken too much time. Like 10 years with no deaths? I mean, I'm not gonna do no deaths, but yeah. I mean, I did it for Demon of Hatred. It just so happens that the one that I usually win on is the one where I don't die. Because at that point, I'm just like, oh, whatever. I'll get it eventually. Right now, though, there's a lawnmower. Everything is bothering me. I forgot that guy was there. I've been going for too long now. And I forget about this guy, he just becomes such an annoyance. He blocks the door. Just when Ishin does his slow attack, all of his other things are fast. But that messes me up. Like, a lot. Why are you in the corner? Yeah, I don't think I can do this right now with, like, not total concentration. I'm pretty far, despite not having total concentration, so... We're just gonna stop for now. Move on. I'll come back to this maybe later? I don't know. Either tomorrow or later today. I don't know about today. We'll see if I'm in a better mindset later. Bye-bye.